to the SpareNoEffort podcast with Jeremy Derrick and Justin. Let's get this thing started.
All right, powerful people, this is the SpareNoEffort podcast, the podcast for the people. We are back again. I'm here with my brothers, Mr. Unbothered himself, Derrick Jackson.
What's up? What's up?
And my other brother, Justin, Mr. Too Funny Murray.
Yeah.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Man, I'm doing all right, man.
Y'all have a good week?
Yeah, my week been good. I've been working a lot, as usual, but it's been straight.
Yeah, Justin, you had a show. How'd it go?
Oh, it was cool. Went up to Kentucky, 20 minutes away from Cincinnati. It was cool. It wasn't bad, man. It wasn't bad.
That's what's up. So with that being said, I'm going to just get right into it. I don't want to be too long with this motivation. It's funny. So we was talking earlier. A lot of times with my motivational piece, I start off with a word. Y'all look at me like I'm crazy because y'all don't know how I'm going to pull it in.
Yeah, true.
And I think this is going to be something similar. So today, if y'all don't mind loaning me your ears for a few minutes, I want to talk to y'all about reality.
So everybody listening,
right? So
to y'all too.
Y'all got me?
Yeah,
Reality.
go ahead.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is we've been told for so long what is realistic, right? Since we were kids, that's not being realistic. Right?
Just that phrase.
Yeah, that's not being realistic.
Yeah.
You know, you better have a backup plan. You want to be a rapper. That's not being realistic.
True.
Starting this podcast, not being realistic.
Right.
So I remember I was watching an interview of Will Smith, and he had a quote, and he was like, being realistic is the most commonly traveled road to mediocrity.
Yeah.
Right? So years ago, you want me to say it again?
Yeah, say that again.
I'm sorry.
Say that one more time.
You lost the.
No, so being realistic is the most commonly traveled road to mediocrity. So don't be realistic, right? Why would you be realistic?
That's facts, though.
So if you think years and years ago it was unrealistic to fly in the air over the ocean.
Right.
But if you look at today, there are hundreds of thousands of flights traveling across the world.
Daily.
You know what I mean? It was unrealistic at one point for, I don't know, someone to make $1 billion just by shooting a jump shot. Look at Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? So we're constantly being told, often by people who are trying to hold us back, that we can't do something that we want to do. Like, it's unrealistic. We can't profit off of it. And that's just not true. And you almost have to have a delusional quality to achieve what you want to achieve. Because it's your dream. It's not for everybody else to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I just want to encourage you all. If you can think it, you can achieve it. All right? So if you can think it, you just need to figure out how you're going to do it.
Actually, it's called manifesting.
Manifesting.
Yes, yeah, that's a word for it. Mm-hmm.
Once you speak on what you want to the universe. Oh, sorry. Let me pick up my mic. But it's called manifestation.
Right.
What you speak out into the universe is what you receive. So if you speak positive stuff on like life, then you're going to receive positive stuff. But if you constantly being negative, you're not going to get anywhere.
Right.
Because you're basically like taking in negativity. Your mind is filled with negative.
Right.
So it's like you have to like manifest. You have to be positive about things. No matter what you're going through in life, no matter what you're going through, you can be going through the toughest time thinking like, oh, I'm not going to make it or whatever. But God will have another plan for you.
Right.
But it got to be up to you to want to get that far. So I feel like manifesting is like the number one thing that a lot of us fail at. I really, really do.
No, definitely. And
nice.
And I would say manifesting, I would say nobody at this table on this podcast right now know more about that than you. So I'm going to just go ahead and welcome you to our podcast.
Hold on now. you see, I've been coming up now. You know,
Okay.
I came up.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah.
You came. you out. You
Hey,
came
you remember
up.
I was down there?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
You
but
know,
Then you up here. Okay.
no, and I say that.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
No,
Just
no.
playing.
But first, yeah, we want to welcome the beautiful Allante Campbell.
Thank
to
you.
The SpareNoEffort
Yes.
podcast, our first guest.
So everybody
sir.
from my Facebook, sorry, this is my cousin Derek. This is
Pretty much your cousin. You don't even know.
so we cousins.
Pretty much.
Oh well, this my cousin too. Hey cousin. And this is Jeremy. We went to McGavick together, and they have their own podcast. And I am lucky to be the first guest on here, and I'm blessed and I'm happy because this can take me to other places.
Yes,
That's what
yes.
people don't understand. You have to go with your first opportunity. So yeah.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of the main reasons why we wanted to start this podcast. We want to, Derek and I and Justin, we talk a lot about, if you look at, we talk about this all the time, you look at, like Omar Epps and Marlon Wayans went to performing arts school together, right? You look in Atlanta, how they all are like coming up, and I feel like we have a lot of talent in Nashville, and
A lot of talent.
yeah, and we just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so
Oh,
I
wow.
think it's important that we put these platforms together.
Yeah, most
Right.
definitely. And that's speaking on Atlanta. That's how they prosper by sticking together, help each other out. So it's part of the podcast. Also, it's for the people.
Yeah, and
Can't do nothing, you
we
know.
talk about this a lot. We tend to get in our own way.
Yep.
So we really need to start doing more things like this. Like I would like for this to just be one of the many things that's going on in our city. You know what I mean? And Allante, I want to first apologize to you because your cousin Derek had to check me.
You ain't gotta say it like
Oh,
that.
what
You ain't
happened?
gotta say it like
No,
What you
that.
mean?
so-
What you
What
mean? What you
happened?
mean?
No, so being honest, we just became Facebook friends. I know you from back when we was younger. We just became Facebook friends.
I never forget you though, cause you.
No, you was definitely a cool person. Definitely.
Thank you.
And if I could say anyone would be as successful as you are, I would have said you. You was just different from a lot of the females that was around back then.
Thank you.
But I want to apologize because we weren't Facebook friends, and Derek kind of pointed out to us, and how we kind of figured it out. He was like, my
Cousin,
cousin.
get my phone. I don't think they can hear. I'm trying to get it to where everybody can see, but I don't really think nobody can hear it.
I mean, but if it's on you, it's all good because we got other ones.
Okay.
You know,
going.
on YouTube, Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple Music, they'll get it.
So yeah, so and Derek told me like my cousin hit me up and she want to come on, and he told us like one of the things that you did, and I'm like, okay. He showed us who you were, and I'm like, oh, I know her. She used to go to McGavick, and I was like, I had no idea she was your cousin or whatever.
Right.
But we weren't Facebook friends. So the other day when I was typing up the post on our Facebook page, I was like, she does this. And he was like, hold on, though. She does more than just her classes. And he was like, you need to stop limiting my cousin.
Nah, I was just making sure you know that we wanted to bring you on here for your entrepreneur. Of course, the most recent thing is your twerk classes. Shout out to you for that. And your support system on that. It's a good thing. So
Thank you.
That was the most recent thing that he saw.
Yeah.
Justin also.
Yeah,
So
Justin
I want them to
also.
know that she do a lot more than the twerk class. So of course you're gonna elaborate more on that. As the show go on, but.
Yeah. So I want to apologize for making it seem like that's all you.
You don't have to apologize. It's okay.
But yeah, he broke it down.
I
and he
mean,
do-
because you're not the only person. I mean,
Yeah.
people think just because my brand name is Twerk Potato, that's all I do. I'm
Yeah.
actually like diverse
Yeah,
when it comes to
yeah.
dancing. So, no, I mean, I don't want to give people the wrong perspective anyway. I just want people to see like what all I have to offer.
Yeah.
So,
And if you don't
yeah.
mind, can you go into everything you have to offer and where
Woo!
like where
Yes,
where it
please.
started? What made you really want to go into business?
Right.
with
Yes,
yourself?
please.
Okay, so we can start off like this. I'm real, and I'm authentic. I'm not scared to hide nothing. I'm not ashamed of nothing or anything. So like I always been a type that like went to work, get my own bag, pay my own bills, whatever the case may be. I kind of hit like a bump in the road, like back in 2017. I was wanting to take on a client and let her come live with me because we grew like sisters, but the company was gonna let her live with me, and I was just basically gonna be focusing on school and just keeping her, but it didn't work out, so it kind of left me like in a hole because I was put in a house that I couldn't afford. So that kind of like threw everything in a loop. So I went back to my old apartment or whatever. When I went back to my old apartment, I was still just working, still didn't have like a business mindset or whatever. So in the beginning of 2019, I was just like, forget it. I gotta do something. Y'all, I kid y'all not. I kid y'all not. I said, I want to make wigs. I already know how to do hair. But I was like, I want to make wigs. But I was making me, my sister, and my cousin wig by hand one day, and it took forever. And I was like, it gotta be another way. So I got on YouTube. I promise y'all this. I got on YouTube. I went and I bought me a machine, the machine that the YouTube told me to go get. I bought the machine. And y'all, I took one day, looked at YouTube. I learned every single thing about the sewing machine. I learned every single thing about the sewing machine, and I taught myself. And I want to give a shout out to Hair by Kiara. I don't know if y'all know her, but she's like one of the top.
Very familiar.
She's one of the top hairstylists like in Nashville. She actually was one of the first people to take a class with me, and it like made me so like, oh my gosh, like people really watching me, watching what I do. But I kind of got like burnt out on the wigs too because it was like I stopped getting the support. Nobody really wasn't supporting me. I was pushing, wasting money. Just buying hair. And it got really, really stressful. Like, y'all, I'm talking about, it was to the point, like, where I was struggling. I really wasn't working. I had, like, quit school and everything. Like, everything kind of just went, like, down, all the way down.
I want to add to that. That's part of the process.
Right.
And I want everybody to know that, you can't, like, quit because at the beginning, it's not going to be easy.
Thank you. The process.
Right.
It's part of the process. It's not going to be easy, so you got to stick with it.
Well,
I'm sure that's what you've done.
And real quick, and I don't want us to take up too much of your time. And the most successful people, the most successful stories are exactly like that. They hit a lot of bumps.
And I hear that a lot. And that's crazy because I hear it a lot because, y'all, it was to the point like, it wasn't just the wigs. It was also, I was dating a guy, and he was in the industry. So it was kind of like he took over my mental too. So with that, and then plus my wigs not being supported, and I feel like, I'm not where I wanted to be, kind of like took me to a whole nother level to the point where like I had to go admit myself into a mental hospital to get the help that I need because I didn't know what road I was heading down. Like I was, taking pills. Like I never did coke or nothing like that. No. Never did nothing like that. Yeah. Never did that, but like no.
What's wrong with coke?
Oh my gosh. You so funny.
The rich people do it, don't they?
The rich people do it.
Doctors do it. They don't feel like they're having fun, but we. I'm sorry, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
But no, y'all cool. But no, it was to the point like where I was taking pills like real bad because I was trying to fight what I was going through, and like kind of like at the end of like 2019. In the middle of 2019, I ended up catching a gun charge. So I was on a run for a long time because I don't want to turn myself in because I was like, I'm scared. I was like, I'm scared to turn my, oh no. I was like, I'm scared to turn myself in because, I didn't know what I was gonna be facing because I was facing a serious charge.
Right.
You know what to expect, right?
Yeah.
No, and that's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
That's but once again, and it's good for you to share your story for one, and for people to understand that
Yeah, they need
it's
that.
so many young ladies, first of all, that's going through what you have been through.
Yeah.
They
Right.
let a man get in their head, and even some males, honestly. But it's so many young ladies and they're scared to speak out about it.
That's not even half. Like, I'm
Oh
telling y'all.
yeah, I'm sure.
I'm telling y'all, like, it was rough. Like, I was working dead-end jobs and everything. Like, I lost my dental license in the process. Cause y'all know I graduated from Remington College.
I was there.
Duh,
I was there.
Always. But I graduated from Remington in 2016. I ended up losing my dental license behind that. I had ended up catching another charge in the midst, which was a theft charge, which I don't even know why I was stealing, y'all. Like, I don't steal, I'm not even that type of person. But I felt like I was losing everything.
Right.
I was
When your
losing,
back against the wall,
when
Yeah,
your back
you
up
gotta-
against the wall, like.
What
Yes,
Real grind.
like I had to take care of my son. I had to
Right,
take
right.
care of me. Like, I had to do what I had to do. So it was like towards the end of 2019, I had quit messing with the dude who called the police on me. I kind of like drifted away from the dude that was in the industry, and like I kind of like messed up. See, some women can't admit to messing up certain things.
That's true.
I really messed up.
Thank you for saying that.
Because I tell you I was gonna be authentic when I came on
you
here.
said that. Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah,
for
yeah,
real.
real deal,
No,
no
real
feel.
shit. I probably really fucked up a good relationship for myself because I was so hurt. And people don't realize hurt people hurt people.
Oh yeah.
And
Easy.
Say that again for me. Yeah, slow that one down for me.
Easy.
Say
no,
it again
for real,
me.
hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people hurt people.
And that's the truth.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the truth.
Yes.
I mean, look at me.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's true,
and
right.
like I really hurt like
Shut up.
somebody that I really cared for, and like we was close friends, and like I just we tried to repair the relationship, but I just let it go because I feel like he was gonna always use that against me. I feel like he was gonna forever use that against me. So I just let it go. I just still remain his friend to this day.
Yeah, and that's just I don't know what category to put it in or to label it as, but just still part of the process. You gonna get down. You're gonna feel like you at the bottom, but as long as you just never give up.
But you're never out of it.
You
know
never
what I mean?
out of it.
You're never
exactly,
out of
you know
it.
what I'm saying? So let me ask you this though. Still continuing on with your story. How did you get into the tea? Cause aren't you? I want to get it wrong. Selling I don't even know the type of name, like a cleansing type tea, like clean the body.
Oh, like the weight loss tea. type
Weight
thing.
loss.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is how everything went, the timeline. So I had ended up started working for Matthew Walker.
Okay.
Like at the end of 2019, I felt like everything was getting together. I let the old apartment go. I had moved into me a new apartment, which I still live there, thank God.
Yes.
I started working at Matthew Walker, and then I was like, I'm burnt out. Like I'm burnt out on jobs. Don't get me wrong, my passion is to help people. I've been helping people for probably about
Nice,
7 years.
Right.
I've been doing this for
Nice.
7 years. Like I done made connection with my clients, and I really feel like that one client who was gonna move with me, I think that kind of gave me separation anxiety from the whole thing, like me not even wanting to do it no more. So, like, when I was at Matthew Walker, it was kind of like I was still getting the same feedback, and I was just like, I was over it. I was drained. So, I went back to making my wigs.
Okay.
Then I started doing the tea. my friend Toya. Well, she not my friend. She like my big sister. Cause I really don't. I don't see. I'm the type of person. I don't have friends. You either my family or you my best friend. My best friend name is Kia. That's the only best friend I have. And everybody else is my family or my homegirl or my bitches. Because if you call somebody your friend, friend means in, you know. And no, for real, friend means in. And I always tell my best friend, like, no matter what we go through, we gonna go through it behind closed doors, and we gonna handle our situation behind. We never hit the internet with none of our business. Like, if we got into it, we got into it, you know, amongst each other.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, like, I was, like, for real, like, 2019, I was going through it. Like, I'm talking about, I couldn't believe that I was even going through that situation. So, like, Toya, I had got real close with her, and, like, she was there for me day one, like, you know, making sure I was straight. She paid for me to file bankruptcy, which I took myself off because I didn't know if you filed bankruptcy, you couldn't go to school. So, yeah.
That's something I didn't know
Yeah,
either.
like, man, I was crying and
Yeah,
everything.
it's a
And
lot
I
of-
only got 3 semesters left.
Yeah,
Like,
I did
that's
not
what
know
made
that.
me mad. So, like, I done held off the 3 semesters. You know, I was supposed to graduate back in May. I didn't get to. But, like, she was there for me, helping me, everything. And she helped me move into the apartment, the same apartment that she was living in. And then we got up on the TLC stuff, like the T stuff.
Okay.
So the T stuff was working. Like, I was booming at first. But when that man had made that racial comment, it went down. Like,
What
the
racial-
business.
And what happened?
I don't think it was an actual racial comment. He said that, let me rephrase what he said. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But he said that the reason why his stuff is selling is because of the black people. But black people took that in offense.
Oh wow.
Why would they take that in
Right.
offense?
You know, I mean, it depended on how he said it.
What-
Maybe.
I
He-
think it
was
was
he
how
white
he
or
said
something?
it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he
does he-
white. Yeah, him and
does
his
he
brother.
probably-
Him and his brother own it. They own the
What's
company.
the name of it?
TLC, Total Life Changes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
And he
yeah.
said-
Yeah, you can Google it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Google it
yeah.
and see
He
what he
possibly could
said.
have worded it better. though.
He could have worded it better.
I mean, well, it's kind of like with this, and I was just.
like, because of black people, I'm selling.
Well,
Yeah.
Like, well, no, so
It's
it's.
the black people I'm selling.
I look at it
My
as.
people to my live, y'all. Crank my live up.
I think.
We need a good card check. Come on now.
I think kind of like with Joe Biden, right? I think when he was on the Breakfast Club, he ended it with, "If you don't vote for me, you're not black." It's like, come on,
Oh,
bro.
wait, what?
Basically.
I mean, so now this is a little more extreme than that, but you know, you gotta word it. You know, he could have been more appreciative. He could have made it sound more appreciative or whatever. You know what I mean? Now, real quick, I gotta like digress real quick. And you just looked at your live, right? And you're telling people to up your live. So I'm gonna just point out how crazy, like, our mind is. So you have like quite a few on your live right now. You could have more and you want more, right? I guarantee you, if you was on your live right now going hard on another female,
Oh yeah.
on some pull up, I guarantee
going
you
up.
would have probably hundreds
Going up.
of views. So
But
it's
this
just
is
interesting how it
the
goes.
thing. Just by you saying that, I can post a twerk video and
Or
I
that.
can get so many likes, so many views. But I can post a picture of my pretty self and I get nothing.
Yeah, it's funny how
You
it
know, I can post my son. He don't get nothing. You know, it's kind of crazy. How people support you. They want to support you
The way
because
they
you
want
shaking your ass and
Yeah.
you know you entertaining.
You banging.
Yeah, like
People love drama, but they don't want to like
yeah.
something that can, you know,
like
help,
when
potentially help
when
them.
I post my wigs, you know, they get less likes. Like
Yeah.
y'all, I do a lot. Like for real, I'm in a lot of businesses right now. I got my hair wrapped up in so much stuff. Like,
But that's actually a
seriously.
good thing. And if you're going to be stressed, kind
SpareNoEffort.
of like you said, you got burnt out, right? If you're going to be stressed and burnt out, at least let it be something that you own.
Right.
Fight for yourself. Don't fight for other organizations.
And you know what? Like my whole mind, like I was
What's
so
up, Mike?
negative. During the time I was going through everything, I was so negative, and I can admit that because I was stressed out and I didn't know what to do. I was very, very negative, but I started loving myself.
Yeah.
I started self-healing, you
Yeah.
know, and I started like
That's the way.
getting rid of the toxic stuff that made me do these type of things or had me thinking this way. But in the end, it all worked out. Like Toya, she like my big sister. She all about business, you know. She kind of made me like want to change my whole mindset in life. Like she a businesswoman, so that's what I want to be around. You be around what you want to be around, you know,
that's true.
and that's how you prosper in life if you being around positive stuff versus negative stuff. Like for real, and she put me on to a lot of people. So I'm a brand ambassador for Miss Wanda Amos. She have her own beauty bar. It's called Cashmere Beauty Bar, and it's located in Antioch, Tennessee. That's where I do my Thursday classes at, and that's where my beginner classes are. And we working, like we got so much stuff coming. Me and Miss Wanda, we working, and they good people, like they business people. That not only that, I got my classes. I have classes on Sundays at Malele Academy. That's on Church Street. But that's gonna be like every now and then. But my Thursday classes is every week. And I'm about to start like just dropping random videos. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's the move. Right?
Yeah, stay
Yeah.
consistent.
Yeah, you gotta let people continue
I'm trying
to
to
see
be
you.
consistent in what I'm doing. Like real talk. Like I'm trying to keep going, y'all. Like y'all don't understand. I done failed so many times, and every time I look at myself in the mirror, I be like, damn, I really done got through all that, and look at me
Grown
now.
a lot.
For
Yeah.
real, I lost so much weight because of stress and
It
you
happens.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look good as fuck now. Like I love myself now.
Yeah.
Like
Preach.
it's a lot different when no, I'm for real.
Nah,
It's
yeah, for sure.
It's
Because
different.
As family, you know, of course, you know, by us being into our own lives, I don't get to see you as much as you know we have seen each other in the
And
years.
you know who else was there for me, crying with me, cousin Lolo. That's
Oh,
why
yeah,
I love. That's why I love her to death. Like this, like cousin Lolo is like my inspiration. She's the reason why I want to stay in school. She's the reason why I push as much as I
Lolo,
do.
like she got a talk for every situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For every situation you're going through, she has a talk. And Jeremy, you've met my cousin Lolo before. It's been a long time ago, you know what I'm saying, at the point we was living out south. And she's into the, I
That's a long
talked
time.
about it, she into, I forgot what sorority she's in.
Delta, baby.
Delta.
Don't disrespect
Yeah,
her.
Delta. Okay, my apologies, you know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
So that's the one, you know, she like I said, she got a conversation for every situation you're going through. And, you know, I can see her being the one that you know, that give you that type of motivation because, you know, anytime I've spoken to her, you know, it was like, dang, it's something I'm doing wrong and, you know, something I can do even better, you know, to give you that.
And
type
you
of
know what?
motivation.
And cousin Lolo, she not even a negative type. You know how like we got our negative family members that be like,
Yeah, we all do.
Cousin
course.
Lolo is the type like, nah, you gonna keep pushing. You gonna
Right.
stay in school. That's what you gonna do.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of get my motivation from. I get it from my cousin. And I kid y'all not, my mama always tell me, you remind me of your cousin Lolo. She
Yeah.
would not stop going to school, and you ain't stopped yet. And yes, y'all, I get to go back to school next semester. Thank God.
No, that's great.
Because I
That's
took
what's up.
myself, I
Yeah.
took myself out bankruptcy
Yeah,
just to get back in school.
Yeah.
I started paying off like my creditors and stuff like that. Right now, what I'm working on is, I know it may seem like I'm trying to do a lot at once, but
No,
it ain't
no,
never
no.
too much you can do.
Yeah, never,
I'm
never.
telling you.
Do as much.
I'm
Your
telling you.
level of success is defined by you. You
Exactly.
determine your level of
And
success.
only-
and you
yeah.
absolutely right. You absolutely
Yeah.
Only
right.
by that hard work are you gonna get there. You know, but also So, and going more into your classes, right? From what I've seen, the classes are pretty
that's
cheap.
what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Now, from what I'm seeing, the classes are really cheap. From what I've seen, right? So, is it more like something you want to do for the ladies, or?
It's actually like, I mean, the pricing of it, I feel like it's fair.
Very fair.
I feel like it's fair.
It is.
Only because they get in lessons. You know, when you book me for a private, that's more because you're booking on my time.
Right.
So it's more like a group
See,
setting.
you got to think about it. This is my class, so yeah, I'm going to charge less. But when you want to book on my time, that's going to be more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with that, that's how that works.
But no, yeah, and I'm saying because we've seen the videos, and it's a great idea, honestly. Like, do you mind breaking down where that idea came from, if you don't mind?
What, dancing?
Just, the dancing, because it's dancing and working out, but also learning how to twerk,
Because,
of course, right?
like, every...
A lot of girls that don't know how to twerk.
No, you right. But no, no, for real, y'all. I literally been dancing since I was 6. I felt like I was untouchable. I was unstoppable. Like, it was just, I used to dance everywhere. I used to be on all type of dance teams and everything. But it was like when I got pregnant with my son, I kind of like stopped. And I just started working a lot because I felt like now I have a responsibility. I can't follow my dreams no more, you know. Because I started putting my son first.
Of course.
But I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like I said, I'm here to be authentic. Now I put my businesses before my son because if I can't, then I'm not going to be able to provide for him.
Yeah.
That's how I look at the situation.
Well, no,
and it's the right way.
And I mean, and it's
honestly.
and of course, if if an emergency come up with your son, you dropping your business and attending to your son.
Right.
So, but even with your twerk class, and people can look at it on a negative point of view, but your son seeing you be an entrepreneur, him growing up, he's going to be entrepreneur.
Oh, yeah. When I'm
I wouldn't be surprised. How old is he?
He's 9.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's like selling candy already. You know what I mean?
He
It's cool.
He
So,
he sell candy. Like my son, like he real like, oh, mom, I can't wait till I get a job. Oh, I can't wait till I get a car. When I turn 18, you ain't gonna be able to ask me to do nothing for you no more, cause I'm gonna be to move up out your house in college. So that right there makes me happy.
He get that from you.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay,
and he thinks that's possible and attainable through seeing you every day.
And you know what? Like while I go to TSU, I take my son up there so he can get that experience.
Yeah.
Homecoming week, I make sure my son is up there with me.
Exposure, yes sir.
Yes.
Yes sir.
I try to do that for my little sister too, but my little sister, she's not into TSU, but she's most definitely going to a HBCU. She's going to go to a HBCU, and I'm proud of her. My little sister, she's 16. That's the last one of my mom's seed. But back to your question, like what made me just want to start back, I have a friend named Bryce. She's her Instagram name is Bryson Legs Official.
Okay.
I just started like watching her dance, and this was when I was going through my depression stage. I was like, man, I just want to go to one of her classes one day. I just kept on saying it, and I finally went, and it was so hard. Like I cried when I went home because I was like, I really can't dance no more. But I kept going, you know, I kept going and, you know, and stuff like that. But, like, I still train with her because I'm still not where I want to be. I'm still not where I want to be at. So I still train with her. I wanted to have my twerk classes because I'm good at it. You know, I can really, like, I know how to move. I know how to, you know, just really throw it. That's why I felt like, okay, yeah, I can do this. But I also know how to dance. Y'all, I got so much stuff dropping. It's crazy.
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And, like, the other thing I done hopped into now is Airbnb.
And that's something that people need to really invest in because that's
Exactly.
actually...
I'm curious because I don't know.
You can keep it up.
You know,
like
Exactly.
it can become very profitable.
Exactly. So while like I'm working on my wigs, my dance classes, I got money just sitting and piling up in an account that I'm not even touching. So I'm really like just trying to get to where I want to be. And the way I'm going to
Next
get
level.
there is manifest.
Yeah.
And everything that I've been manifesting lately, it's been happening for me, like for real, like.
But you're also putting in the work.
Yes,
And that's what people fail to
yes.
realize. You can't
Yes.
just like want it and not put in the work. You've been
Yeah.
working tirelessly.
And I'm even going to
hustling.
like I'm gonna even go to like
Grinding.
California and do some dance training.
Yeah, and that's what you should do. Because I'm gonna be honest, and of course the video and we're guys, like you have a lot of beautiful young ladies in there, honestly. But
Thank you.
whoever do the video work for it
I was
is
gonna add
amazing.
that eventually.
Like
Oh, that's my boy Brandon.
yeah, but it's
Nice.
like just the whole setup, what y'all are doing. Like if I was a female, I would join. Like, and I'm not even trying to be seriously,
Yeah.
like because it looks and y'all have a
But
good
let me
setup.
tell
and
y'all
everything.
about Brandon though. Brandon is the reason that I even got in front of the camera because I was camera shy. I would be in Bryce's class and get in front of the camera and shake up and walk off because I was so frightened of the camera and I didn't know why. But as him being so professional, he made me comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah.
He told me what to do. This was my first dance video. He told me what to do. He told me what to, doing stuff like that, that helped me,
Right.
okay, I got this because, it wasn't that bad. He told me to pay more attention to the camera, pay more attention to, like, what you're doing and stop thinking so hard.
Right.
That's, like, kind of what pushed me into my classes, like, for real. So, yeah, he
dope.
good.
I
He
mean, because
dope
y'all
as
look
fuck.
like y'all
I
are.
might have to work with him.
Yeah.
No, for real. His work is really, really good, and he has so much patience. I promise y'all, he's so
And that's
quiet.
hard to come by.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
remember the dude we used to work with that went to Baltimore with us?
Oh, that dude was
Yeah, he was very impatient.
No, he seemed like he was on. We were talking about coke earlier. He seemed like he was,
Not Coke earlier.
no, but he was just a cool dude. He just was real antsy.
Hey,
Yeah, so just in
y'all.
that field, patience is
Join
something
my
good to
live,
have.
y'all.
something good to
Join my
have.
live. Get people on here.
But,
Add people. We in.
so-
We lit.
So I do got a question.
Okay, and I got an answer.
Boom, there you go.
Are you single?
Hell nah, that ain't no question to ask.
Hey, ho.
Ain't got I'm just playing. Go ahead with your question. Where
Hey,
you
this for
going
the
with?
people. This for the people. I'm just it's a question.
Okay.
So this
Somebody
is.
out there might be looking.
So okay.
Are you
So.
a matchmaker?
This
Oh, you should've said that.
this
You
is
did
the
that.
thing about my love life. This is how my love life is. Unfortunately, I've been hurt like I never been hurt before. Like I told y'all, that took me down to another a road that I ain't never been down. So it's kind of like I'm not hard on man, but I just don't really just be into men like that no more. I'm not gay. I'm bisexual,
Okay.
but I'm not gay. I'm not gay at all. Like I don't.
Well, we weren't gonna assume that.
I'm not.
We
No,
gonna
I'm not
assume
gay
that.
at all. I'm bisexual. I love females. Like
Okay.
females like me, pretty females. I don't care for studs. It's no point because why am I gonna mess with a stud
Right.
when I go fuck with a
I always
nigga?
questioned that myself.
Because it's stupid.
It's stupid as hell.
Don't get. I
No,
love.
seriously,
No, for
because-
real.
Because I mean, they're trying to be a man.
I love my
saying?
stud
Like,
friends to death.
Yeah.
I love all my gay friends to death. You know.
Studs I'm cool with too, but
Yeah.
like
You
I
know.
don't understand it. You
I don't
know,
either.
There's
I don't
somebody
either.
We
that
all
don't
part of
understand.
the LBGT, so
I mean, that's
Hey.
where we're at right now.
Yeah,
you know, that's
yeah.
in every
So
show.
I
a
mean,
nation at this point.
I have a friend, but we've been through a lot. You know, I really just don't speak on our situation because that was a traumatizing situation as well. But I
understand.
have a friend, and wherever it goes, it goes. But right now, as far as relationships, I'm not looking for one. I'm waiting for a man to come to me and show me like
Right.
that I'm a queen. You know, I don't have. I shouldn't have to be out here proving no man that I'm a queen. No, you should know that off the top. If I
Right.
cook for you, I make sure everything, right for you. If whatever you ask me to do, I go do it. Then I should be treated like a queen. Don't
Right,
treat me
right.
nothing less. So I feel like we have these conversations over and over again, and it's still not clicking in his head. You know, I want to be called beautiful in the morning. I'm not asking for too much. I don't care about designer stuff. Surprise me with flowers. Surprise. I try to show him stuff like, okay, let's go have a picnic in the back of your truck. Like I be trying to do stuff like that, you know, and he just
That's different.
yeah, but he just
A lot of people don't know how to
you
handle
know
it.
he but he just
my truck.
no for real, but
I did
it's
once.
like it's just like he'll say yeah, but then he'll have a whole nother plan, and it's like I love him and I don't want to just dip off on him or nothing like that because he been there for me as well. He been there for me, and it ain't even that. We just grew a lot of love for each other and we care for one another. But I just be trying to change the things with us so that we can work, because if we don't work, then it just don't work, because I'm in a point in my life where I would just walk the fuck out and not look back.
I understand.
I wouldn't even give a fuck about me being hurt. I'd go cry in the car. You know how Future said, you gonna cry in this Phantom or you gonna cry I'm gonna take my ass to the Nissan and go cry in the fucking Nissan.
Hey,
I'm not playing.
But just with that, just communication is the best thing. And I'm sure, y'all got the genuine love, y'all will work it out for sure, But
Most
the best
definitely.
way to go by a relationship is silence, Social media don't need to know.
And that's the thing.
That's
Like
the
that's
most
why I
important
don't
thing.
post. I don't post no dudes I deal with, only because that's what people ready to see. So then they can come, oh, your dude was in my DM. Just to help me out, like riled it up, But y'all know what? I honestly don't care. There go cousin Lexus on here.
Yeah.
No, it's
You
just
see her?
Yeah, I see it. Hey, cousin.
Hey, cousin.
no. I
It's a
just
family affair. I'm
no.
sorry.
I'm laughing because when she said she don't post, and I was thinking about that one female that we know. And you kind of broke it down to me. If you notice, she don't never post him. She might post his arm or something, but she don't.
Yeah, that's too funny.
But she don't never post him. Like that was hilarious.
Yeah. You gotta watch the little small things, but just
I
in
love
the
you,
situation
cousin.
you in, and all of us trying to get to a certain level. Of course, some people see us and be like, "Oh yeah, they made it." They got this, they got that. So people like that is already gonna
It's
try
retarded.
to knock you off your pedestal.
People
retarded.
I got a question for y'all though.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I got a question, a real question.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do y'all see yourself going with this podcast?
Well, podcast is for the people.
It's for the people.
So
Mm-hmm.
there's no certain
Helping.
destination.
Helping people.
So yeah.
Get
so,
their
so-
business.
Go ahead, Jeremy. Elaborate.
Out there.
So this
We fished over here.
no. So this started
Will it is.
and because Justin been in and out of town like the last 10 years, chasing love, ironically.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Sucker for
but
love.
no, so
Sucker
Derek
for
and
love.
I always have these conversations, right? So we all are from pretty much the same area. And
South
South
side.
side, everybody from my side.
yeah, everybody
Yeah.
here. So, but we always look at the people that we're from, and it really bothers us that they just keep self-sabotaging, and they don't understand the potential that they have. So
Self-destruction.
But
Yeah.
you can't. This is the thing. Like, people gotta wanna move on theyself. This is what my mama always taught me. When we lived in the projects, Derek, we lived in the projects our whole life. I kid you not, my mama never let me settle. Every time I would try to go apply for a project, she'd be like, "You got me fucked up."
well, yeah. So
Like, for real.
no, and that's important.
Yeah.
So you had your mother, and she always had you thinking on a higher level
Yes,
than that.
like-
And your son is going to think, but a lot of people don't. Their parents are cool with them settling, and cool with them just sitting in their own environment. And we want to help people see their potential and encourage people to
And
see their
I did want to work with a lot of, go back to our hood and work with a lot of young females, because they lost.
Man.
They
But
lost.
just
Man.
them seeing a young lady like you from the neighborhood that's an entrepreneur and doing something that's similar to what they could be doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because your class incorporates the twerking, of course, but it incorporates the exercise. I see y'all videos doing the exercise and the coordinating, the mental health part of it. Because you do some meditation.
Because the reason why I incorporated all that, because what I went through, you know, you go, how you plan your business is off of what you went through. So when I was doing my classes, I was like, you know, maybe people should meditate and they'll feel a lot better.
Right.
Maybe, you know what? Y'all know how you said you do a motivational speak. Guess what? Before my classes, we do affirmations.
That's important.
I think I caught that on one of your
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, we do
No,
affirmations.
and that's important.
Dope.
But that's what it's all about. We want to help people. We want to provide. And that's why I really didn't want to have no one on, because I didn't want it to seem like we were trying to come up. We want to provide a platform for other people, entrepreneurs, and help grow their business, but also for people that's hopefully following us to see that they can do it too.
Right, and that's why, like, I was like, I mean, I don't have a large following, but like, I know,
It's gonna get there.
yeah, almost
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm gonna keep pushing. But I know, like, when I put this video out, people gonna want to see it, because guess what? They want to be in my business, because I done said
Right.
everything.
All promotion is good promotion.
Amen.
All publicity
Yeah.
is good publicity.
Hey.
But y'all
I'm telling
definitely
you.
look like y'all be having fun in those
Yeah,
classes.
they do, man. Yeah,
We
for
do,
sure.
and that's the thing, and that's why I try to tell people, don't bring negativity to my class, because we not built off of that. Like, I'm not, like, I used to be negative. I'm not finna sit right here and be like I'm just this old perfect person or whatever. Like,
Yeah, none of
no,
us are saints.
right? Like, no, I
Speak
could
for
be
yourself,
negative.
buddy.
I could be negative, like, a lot of times, but I can catch myself in the mix of that, because I know how I feel to, like, tear somebody down or,
Right.
you know, be torn down. So I try to change the negative into a positive always.
It's all on how you view it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you can't change what happened, but what you can change is how you view it,
right.
right? And
right.
all of us have things. It's about how you view it and how you're going to bounce back from it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just like you said, you had to file bankruptcy. You didn't take that as an excuse, like, I ain't gonna never go to school, I ain't gonna never do nothing. You was like, no, I'm gonna just take myself off and I'm gonna just
Hey,
go
no,
back.
hell no, y'all. They had me fucked up. I promise. No, I'm sitting up here thinking, okay, I'm finna get my credit together while I'm in school.
You didn't read the fine print, huh?
Yeah.
It's always a
Man,
catch
they
to
send me-
it.
Always a kid.
They
boy.
sent me a bill, and then you know, like, it'll tell you like your requirements and stuff, and then they had bankruptcy on my thing. I went right back down there, take me off. I don't want to be on. I will fix my own credit. So it took a minute. So I was gonna go back this fall, but it was too late for me to register for my classes.
Right.
So yes, I am going back next fall, and I will be graduating in December 21, because I got held back those 3 semesters because of bankruptcy.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
Good.
I'm
21.
almost done. I'm halfway
yeah.
done. Yeah.
Of course,
Yep.
I know you're gonna finish. You got the drive, determination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know that struggle. Like, how long was I in school? Like,
Man, it's like you was in school.
I was.
It
'cause
did
I
seem
went,
like a long
yeah,
time.
I got my bachelor's, and then, like a dummy, I took like some months off and went right back. So I've been in
Well, you
school.
can't say you're dumb now. You know?
Yeah. It
No,
worked.
I mean,
It worked.
yeah, it probably wasn't
Thank
the best
you,
decision.
boo.
So, but yeah, that's what it's all about. Is how you view things, and everything
It
you've
is.
been through, and I'm quite sure you haven't told us the half.
Yeah, of course not.
You
Yeah,
know what I
sure.
mean? But
course
everything
not.
that you've been through, and you've been able to bounce back from that.
Amazing.
Because this is the thing. Why would you go through something and just sit there and allow yourself
You-
to keep going
thank
through
you.
it? You want to putting yourself in a mental state. You want to
Yeah.
putting yourself in a position to fail. So yeah, it was times where I just felt like giving up, crying and stuff like that. But I got my ass the fuck up, because every time I look at my son, I said my son need me. My son is what keeps me going. I kid you not. So I feel like that I wasn't able to provide for him really no more because bills got in the way. You know, I started getting all these bills and all that, and I was like really down because I felt like that I couldn't really take care of him, and like I do the shit by myself.
Yeah.
Like I do shit by myself. I don't have no lie to tell y'all. Like
Nah, you
I would never. One thing I would never do is bash my son daddy on the internet. I never bash him on the internet. He's a trying father.
Nice.
And I can give him that.
That's respect.
He's
right
a trying father.
Respect.
But when he get it all the way together, then that's when, you know, it'll complete me.
Yeah.
That's the part of the reason why I'm just so like down all the time, because my son love his daddy to death, but I know my son father don't have it all together right now. So I can't fault him for it. See, some of these women be ready to bash that baby daddy with the wood. Let me tell y'all something. My baby daddy talk funky to me all the time, and I ignore him because I know what it is. You know, he just hurt right now.
Right.
He just going through a lot right now, and that's fine. But I would never get on the internet and bash him. I would never,
Right, you get a round of applause for that.
No,
He shed tears.
no, you crying? No, for real.
Yeah, he joking.
No, for real.
Yeah,
No,
respect, because
dead
a lot
ass.
of women, of course, you know, in that situation,
No.
in some situations, they might feel like they have a right to bash a person.
Right,
Yeah.
and then like the thing about that too, like when my baby was first born, my baby daddy signed the birth certificate, so we used the insurance through DHS.
Right,
We
right.
used their insurance. They automatically put him on child support.
Yeah.
I didn't do it, but he felt like I did it, but I didn't do it. I
Of course,
really
from
didn't.
his perspective, you know, he not knowing how the system works, because I didn't know that until somebody close to me.
Right.
So, you know, us on the other end, we just be like, oh, nah, we on child support, cuz.
They just like, nah, they go.
That's how we look at it, you know,
Yeah.
so.
Right,
That's us
and
about
it's
it.
like he mad at me till this day because I won't take him off. But I'm like, I'm not taking you off because then if I take you off, are you going to be responsible for his medical bills? Are you going to be responsible for when he have these asthma attacks and you have to go pay those hospital bills?
Right.
Because it's going to fall back on you.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to save you, you know. I don't go down to the child support office and be like, my baby daddy ain't paid it. Listen, I don't care about none of that shit. I'm gonna do what I gotta do regardless. When he wanna step in and help, I let him step in and help. But one thing I'm not gonna do is go back and forth with him, and he know that because I don't have time. That's one thing. And plus, our son look up at both of us. You know, he look up at both of us. So I just really be praying that his daddy get it together for the sake of my baby. But I would never bash him on the internet. This nah.
But on the subject of Rico, that's a son name.
Okay.
Where do you get his fashion from? Because he be shitty. Let me say that first off. You know what I'm saying? I love his fashion
Because
you don't
I'm a
see
boy
that
mom.
on a little kid much, you know.
I'm a boy mom. When my mama when I was little, my mama used to dress me up as a tomboy.
Okay,
I don't know how
okay.
to do, like my son had a head full of hair. I cut it straight off.
I remember that.
I cut it straight off. So it's like I know how to dress a boy, and it's like I get along with boys because it always been me and Fred for the longest, and you know Fred's my best friend, so I always
That's your dog.
that's my man, that's my baby.
Yeah.
But then my mama started having other kids. You know, Quinn came along, so I was with two boys for the longest by myself.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you just picked it up, you know, as it came, because he'd be nice in the color coordination. One time I seen him with a bow tie. I'm like, oh yeah,
And you know what? and you know what's sad? Like, I stopped posting stuff like that because I felt like people thought that I was in competition with them, you know, with their
stupid.
kids.
Yeah.
No, for real. And I'm not
People-
that type
it's
of
sad that
person
people think
because
like that.
it is sad.
That's
And I'm not
Nashville.
even that type of person. Like, I compliment everybody kids and tell everybody kids they cute and all this. And one day this girl made this post about y'all need to quit putting them kids in polo or something like that. But my son gonna always rock polo.
Well, see, And I'm gonna say this, and you don't know this, they know this. I work with kids. That's what I do for a living. One of the things I really dislike is you have parents, and unfortunately, a lot of times it's mothers. Like you'll have mothers that look like you, look nice like you, but their daughter will come in a big T-shirt with a hole in it.
Oh yeah.
Hair not done. So it's I really can appreciate you keeping yourself up, but also like, no, my son is gonna be looking good
too.
Yeah, and it's like you can't have it both ways. Like, because if he wasn't looking good and he was in there in some busted stuff, then they're gonna say you don't take care of your son. But
exactly.
You look good. But now it's like competition, so it's like what y'all want.
Let me tell y'all something about me. One thing about me, when we first move into anywhere, I always do my son room first. I buy his bed first. I buy everything first. My son come first when it come to stuff like that. When I just left California, 2 weeks ago maybe, and everybody was calling and was like, it's cold down here, it's cold down here. Y'all, I didn't know. And he didn't have nothing but shorts. Soon as I got back, y'all, I did not care. I went to go buy my baby so many clothes only because I'm just that type of mother. Like, I just feel like my son is my number one priority. He keeps me going. Like, even though he get on my nerves, like he done got to the age where like he done got in his ways. You know, he feeling himself now. Yeah, he want to be NLE Chopper so bad.
No, like I would say this didn't hit me until I got grown, and I'll talk about this with them. For some reason, little boys, like us boys, when we're younger, we do some dumb things that don't make sense. Like, and it's funny, and we go through phases like that.
Yeah, you go through. Like, I just found out tonight.
Your son cut his hair. Like, it's just like, why would you do that?
And you know what I mean? I don't know why I did it.
Yeah, I did it too.
Yeah, you know, it's something, but, you know, we can't
Us boys, it's just hard to explain. We just do some crazy stuff.
Nah, for real. Like, sometimes my son get to the point where I can't handle it. So, even though I say that his daddy, you know, he in and out, but I can send him right to his daddy mama. I can send him right to his great grandmama, and they can handle that for me. You know, I don't really just feel like I don't have nobody, because I can't say that I don't have nobody. Right. Because at the end of the day, his other family gonna ride for him regardless. If Rico get in trouble, and I be like, look, Miss Erica, I can't do it. She call Magaline, that's her mama. I send him right over there, and the grandkids take going over there because she don't play. And you know, some kids need that type of discipline because these are new. This is a new generation of us. We don't know how they gonna be. We don't know how they gonna turn out. So I try to keep my son mind, you know, focused on the right things instead of getting in trouble in school all the time. You know, I be telling my son all the time, education is so important, man. If you mess up in school, dude, you mess up in life. I'm not going to say you mess up in life, but you don't have no degree. You don't have nothing to hold on to. You
got
don't.
A lot of work to make up for. Trust me, I know firsthand.
No, yeah. I mean, we all know. You know. So.
Yes. And it's just like, just being by myself. I don't have, like, you know, the type of man that come in and help take care of me and my son, you know. I just have male friends. Well, I did. But I don't expect for no man to do nothing for my son because I'm going to get it done regardless. If I can't get it done, I'm going to call my mama, his granny, or his granny husband, and they going to get shit done. For real.
Just, you know,
they going to get it done.
It takes a village, you know, to raise children. People don't.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's why I appreciate
especially in the African American community and culture.
Y'all,
that's how we stay strong.
I promise y'all, my son grandmama, she has 20 grandkids. And I kid y'all not, she take care of all 20. She take them on trips everything. She makes sure she get half at a time and do half at another time.
Yeah.
And she always say
That's love
it
right
takes
there.
a village to raise a child.
It does.
And for real, no, I have the utmost respect for that lady. I would never disrespect her in a day of my life.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
real
care
right
what
there,
me and my baby daddy go through. That's between us. But I would never disrespect her because I owe her that. You know, she's there for me always.
right.
For real, for real. It was to the point like, yeah, I remember when I was telling y'all I was going through what I was going through. She
Yeah.
was gonna take him for me for a while.
Yeah.
But as a mother, you just can't give up your child just because you're going through something.
Nah, you gotta fight through.
You
it.
gotta
Yep,
fight
yep,
through
yep.
it. So I just fought through it, and I just was like, well, can you get him here and there?
Right.
You know, I fought through it and I got through it. People don't understand it. Like
Nah,
you
they
have
don't.
you have to have a strong backbone to do these kind of things, especially as a parent. So yeah,
Yeah, you
I
got to, 'cause, man, when I
yeah.
had my son, Jeremy, you remember, I talked to you about it. When I had my son, by me being the youngest, I was very selfish.
Mm-hmm.
So when I had my son, I couldn't
That
accept
was
the
funny.
thought of I don't have, whatever I have is not just mine anymore. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's whatever I have is his. You know?
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
gotta get him what he needs first. You know, I couldn't, accept the idea just at first, and it just took
Yeah,
having
especially
my mom.
when it first. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My uncle Charles Elwood, he used to get my son every weekend when I needed. You know what I'm saying? When I just needed a break, I wanted to get out. Hey Charles Elwood, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my way. My mom, you know what I'm saying, cousins or whatever, you gotta have that support system. And in the situation we're in, trying to become better people of ourselves, so you gotta have that support system. Because there's gonna be times where we can't be there for every need. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna be a time where you don't know, your classes might take off, a podcast might travel, something like whatever your life is, when you're on a level of success or chasing success, there's gonna come times where, you gotta have that support system behind you, and
Yeah,
that's how you're gonna
and
make
you
it.
know, like with the support system thing, like I mean, I'm not gonna say I feel a type of way about it because I support everybody, and I don't get the same in return, which I don't care. It's not like I'm gonna cry about it because people don't support me. I'ma just keep pushing because I know God got a plan for me. I know. I done seen it. I done seen it before.
And then, being in Nashville, you won't really get your support or your
It
your
is
dominant
so-
support until you get outside.
It is
of your
so
city.
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
because
yeah.
we're
When you
one of
start
the
becoming, notice the people outside your city. That's when you're gonna get.
we're one of the main major cities, but
Mm-hmm.
we're one of the only cities that don't support each other.
For real.
Don't support
Don't
everybody in
support each
competition
other.
with each other.
For real.
Everybody
Don't
feel like they want to go buy these designers and stuff. Look, get together and build a
Wanna
brand.
keep
Build a
up with the
brand.
Joneses and
Man,
Right.
it's weird.
What
Build
about
a brand.
that?
Don't get me wrong. I like designer stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just not for me to just go take my money and buy. Like, I'm really, really investing right now.
Self-employment.
Like yes,
It's
like
the thing.
yeah, I'm investing right now. Like for real, I came a long way from last year. I'm probably about the beginning of 2021. My Airbnb will be up. It's not just mine either. It's my cousins as well. And I feel like you have to go into business with the right people. You have to go
Yeah.
into the business with people with the right mindset.
Right,
Because
right.
if you
Yeah.
go into business with somebody who's full of shit, they always
Long
wanna
shots.
just feed you to the wolves and stuff. It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And I feel like my cousin is the best business partner, and I feel like we chose the right thing to do. And like, I love her to death. Like she's the one that I know for a fact. Man, if anybody gonna come up in the family, it's gonna be me and her, the ones that come up, and then we turn around and we get everybody on.
Right,
Cause
right.
we not leaving nobody behind. Nobody is
Right.
left behind in our family.
That's the mindset you
Period.
gotta have.
Nobody is left behind. Friends and stuff, I'll leave them hoes in a minute because at the end of the day, they ain't gonna do nothing but go talk about me. But my family is not, they will never be left behind. Period. Point blank.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And since you came on the show, you're part of the SpareNoEffort family. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you for coming on here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I want to change the narrative just a little bit, you know. And I just want y'all perspective on this. This is a story I heard the other day. So,
Okay.
a lady was driving early in the morning, about 6 a.m. Driving. I'm not sure she was on her way to work.
Where was she going?
Home. I'm not sure where she was going. But
They
this
don't
is-
say that in the story.
Nah, they don't say it in the story. This is up in the Gillisville area,
Okay.
North Madison. So she was driving, and you know how if you're not a fast driver, then you know people behind you driving, they might flash their lights, honk their horn,
Throw they high
swerve
beams on or
beside
something.
you, and
Yeah.
get in front of you, stuff like that. So she was experiencing a moment like that. So eventually, the car beside her came up a little bit closer and fired a shot at her, a gunshot at her car for driving too slow. You know, so how can you go by your day and to think that if you driving too slow, you could possibly get shot at? You know, like
It's so, and I told y'all about this. I was actually with you, and we was over friends Dwayne's house, and you remember I called you right after, but I was getting on the interstate, and the dude must have been high or something. But as I was getting on the interstate, I probably was going a little slow because I was on my phone or something. Not gonna lie, and dude threw a drink like at my car.
Yeah,
you know how it hit you, and I'm like, hold on, I know that didn't just happen.
Yeah.
And I tried to pull up, but that dude, if I would have ran into it with that dude, like it would have probably been a fight to the death. That dude didn't care. Like his lady was driving a car, and as I pulled up beside them, he was on some like throwing up his middle finger. He grabbed the wheel from the passenger side. And like swerved his car and almost hit mine. And at that point, I was like, if it really goes down, I'm gonna have to kill this dude. Like, you know,
Get
but
the
that's
scrap.
but now that's interesting though. It's scary out there.
yeah, it is.
It's scary
You know,
out there.
like it's 6 o'clock in the morning. You on your way to work or home or wherever you going, and you driving too slow. You know, for whatever reason, you could have been going the speed limit. He or she could have considered you driving too slow. Shoot, fire a gun at you. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Hey,
You know,
German,
like,
listen, German, next time you got a mob on, go on.
Nah, I mean you just gotta be smart. You know what I mean?
Mob on.
You gotta be
Call
smart.
me.
Yeah, you know,
Call
he just
me.
supposed to be like, man, you can get shot up for driving too slow. I know
that's
you
crazy,
know you can get argued, you can get into an argument with somebody if you pull up to a pump that they was expecting to get you get there before. That didn't happen to me before.
Yeah.
They got mad at me because I sped up to the pump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, that can happen. You can possibly get the fight to escalate, but because you drive too slow, it's a whole nother lane.
That's crazy.
It's crazy,
That
but
you can shoot past me
that's
and
crazy.
go on by your
Well,
day.
and we're in this time even more with that. So we all know the presidential election is about to come up.
What president election?
Yeah, that.
Are we on a
election-
certain time limit? I don't have nowhere to be. I'm just asking.
Nah.
Okay, because I was going to go back live because people want me to go back live.
No, that's fine. And we can go into your story some more because I got a few more questions that I might ask. But no, we're in
Me
a
too.
time where people are more bold nowadays for some reason, and
I have no idea why. I don't get it.
I mean, also
I
these
get it, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who you.
and a lot of these Trump.
Who you dealing with?
A lot of
Exactly.
these Trump supporters, though, they don't care.
Nah, they don't
Like, look at their leader. Like, Trump
He
don't care.
So
They
they
really
give
don't.
them that certain type of.
Well, I
confidence.
just had to tell this lady at Publix the other day, baby, I don't care about Trump being your president. This ain't slavery days. This the new 20, the new 20 millennium will fuck you up.
And it's funny because if
Yeah.
you notice
Real.
now versus a few years ago, they're just a little bit more bold, a little bit more
Yeah,
arrogant.
it's like now they just like fuck our life.
Yeah.
Like that Breonna Taylor stuff, that hurt. You know,
that
I'm a
was
woman. You
crazy.
know, I'm a woman looking at this situation. Like it tore me apart to see that she's not getting justice. Like how the fuck can you? I'm sorry for cussing y'all.
No, you good, you good.
No, I'm
Go
just
ahead,
saying.
go ahead.
How can
Go
you
ahead.
shoot through a wall? The police shoot through a wall, but he still not get charged. He still should have been charged. I don't care if he shot or not. You was still there shooting your gun. You an accessory to a crime.
Well, and it's funny, and we talked about this a few times, even with the George Floyd thing. It's funny how when police officers, even if that's a mistake, right, then we want to revert back to, oh, they're just human, they make mistakes. But let one of us mess around and accidentally shoot a cop. They giving us the needle. So then when something happens to them, you want to hold them to a high pedestal. But when they do something, it's like, okay, they're human, they're just regular people like us. But when something happens to them and they the victim, now you want to hold them to it like they're God or something.
And you know what else pisses me off? Is when we have those black people, the white people done something to them, and then we have those black people that apologize. That right there makes me mad.
We always want to turn the other cheek or just forgive people
I mean,
or whatever the case
it's okay to forgive or whatever, but nah, I'm not I don't want your apology. You feel me? You disrespected me, and you that's the problem. They gonna keep on disrespecting us, and we gonna keep apologizing so they can keep doing the same thing. That's why it keep happening like that.
Then we want to just forgive, and like, what would Jesus do? It's kind of like that one. I don't even know. That story was so weird. I can't even remember. But that one white officer, security guard, and she went into the wrong house or something. And first off, that face
that right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And
they want, I forgive you.
And
like,
he
no.
gave her a hug. Man, I would have straight goddamn it strangled her ass.
But it's that was for that. First off, her face that she made was hilarious.
What
like
food that y'all cook?
We might have to order something.
She said, "We ain't cook."
That was like out of nowhere.
I got a lot of sense of humor. I play a lot.
Nah, you good.
You with the right people for
We
that.
need to keep that in mind, though.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying.
A little snacks or something.
Yeah.
At least some peanuts.
I was trying to get that tequila.
But where
over
do
there.
y'all like plan on moving this?
Wherever God take us, like.
We
What
wanted to
you mean?
keep growing, and we really want to.
What you mean?
I'm saying, like, do y'all want to move?
Like, what's the next step for the podcast?
Because I just feel like y'all can get more people, interview more people. It's just not me. It's a lot of people that can be interviewed to put y'all. I'm telling y'all, I can. It's a lot of people out there that's successful and making moves, and they bosses.
And you have the right to refer us to them or them to us. You know, we want to work with anybody on here.
Come on now, as soon as y'all drop that YouTube video.
And once again, us not having nobody on here is really my fault because I was overthinking it. It was honestly my fault because once again, the whole idea of starting this is to to be for the people, and we don't want it to seem like we're trying to come up off of people. We want to actually help people sell their brand and help others. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, but this still a podcast. How you think the 85 South Show did?
That is true.
You just can't think about people thinking y'all clout chasing off of them. That's not that. Because if somebody gonna support y'all, they gonna support y'all regardless.
Right.
Like, it ain't about clout chasing.
Hey, so
like
we fully taking off, y'all.
No, for real. I feel like the people. I feel like the people who say, they clout chasing, they'll be the main ones clout chasing. Like, nah. Keep this going. I like this.
Just overthinking, you know.
Yeah.
Because we also want to stay true to who we are and why we started this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this happens so much, and I did like a motivational piece on this, but people compromise themselves so much. You know what I mean? And I don't ever want us to, even hopefully if this does grow, I don't want us to forget why we started this in the first place, right?
And that's another thing, y'all. That's another thing. People grow and they forget who they are.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why, like, me and the guy didn't, continue to work, because he grew, and his attitude changed. And it was like, you getting this money now, but you forgot I was dealing with you when you was just at this level. Remain the same, because people not gonna like the new you or your new attitude. People not gonna like that. Just be yourself. Money is for real. Money is the root of all evil. I'm
speak
telling
on that a little bit.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
You almost have to change.
And it's nothing wrong with
I
that.
mean, me, I'ma still be myself, but you almost have to
evolve.
Pretty much like an illusion of you somebody else.
My whole
Because
thing.
it's a real game out here. In order, like, when you reach a certain level of success, everybody got their hand out.
No, that's
Everybody
true.
want a piece of you.
That's
I
true.
wouldn't say that's you changing. That's you getting smarter.
Yeah, that's not
Evolving.
what I'm saying.
But just don't forget where you come
No,
from.
that's
Yeah.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying people change for the worse.
Oh,
Like
okay.
they let
Okay,
the
yeah, that's
money,
different. That's
they
different.
let the
Yeah.
money take over them instead of them controlling the money. They letting the money control them. No, when you get to a certain level, you supposed to change. You change the people you're around. You change everything. Like I totally agree with you. Like for real. Your whole mind is like a different perspective when you at a different level in life.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Because it's kind of like, and I don't mean to cut you off. It's kind of like us evolving, right?
Yeah.
And I don't hang around certain people no more. Y'all don't.
Right.
Like that's one thing.
That's
but it's another
everybody.
thing is if say we really, let's say hypothetically we really take off with this, right?
Right.
And then you get to hear me saying stuff like, I'm the real voice of the podcast.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
line the phone. You know what I mean?
But
So
don't
it's
say
just like you can't
don't
forget-
see this is your thing. Don't
Yeah.
say what if we hypothetically no.
manifest it. Huh?
Yeah, manifest.
No, because I was listening.
No,
to you
I'm
like,
telling
for
you.
sure, for sure.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, manifest. I'm
Yeah.
dead serious. Like people be thinking sage and stuff is witchcraft. It's really not. It really cleanses your soul, like for real. And
Yeah.
I be if you
I know
walk
all
in
about
my house is full of peace. You will not feel no bad energy in my house whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because I don't really just allow people in my house. And yes, I do burn sage and all that.
Yeah.
But I know the meaning behind it. People just think they burning sage to get rid of bad energy, but it's really meaning behind those things that
Right.
you're doing. Like
Yeah.
you have to have an open spirit.
Right.
And I'm real spiritual, like very, very.
Okay, so my next question, since you said that, you know, that's my cup of tea right there. Y'all don't, y'all might not know.
Man,
he
you know,
know.
so,
He know. He won't. Nah, but so are you like what they call that? You feel people
Like an
emotion-
empath.
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 Are you?
And I hate it. I'm telling y'all. So this is the thing. This is how I start distancing myself from people. Because if somebody energy run off bad on me, or if I'm around somebody and I feel like they got bad energy, I distance myself, or I just don't speak on it, or I just don't say nothing to them, because you can feel when someone is genuine and you can feel when someone is not.
Yeah.
Like, I got a
Yep.
question.
Uh-huh.
Do you see like numbers, like a number that you see all the time?
Yeah, I even played.
On tags.
Like a number all the time.
Yeah. I
You
have
see a number all the
all
time. Google that number. That's your angel number, and it's telling you like where you
Give
at
you
in life.
signs.
Yes, it gives you
My
signs.
number actually, I see all the time. That's my birthday. Like I spot it out in the craziest places. You know what I'm saying? 114. And then when I play it, sometimes I can hit it on the number. You know, playing the numbers.
You actually need to Google that.
I have Googled it. I Googled it. You know what I'm saying? I even
Don't
got
be
it.
scared of it.
Oh wait, yeah. And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? When you Google too much, sometimes it'll get
I
you.
ain't
You go too deep.
Look, close your eyes. 114.
Don't be
You go too deep.
You say it 3 times.
So with that, you know, I just learned the term empath, and I'm an empath, didn't know I was. You know what I'm saying? I feel spirits and all that. But with me, I'm more of I can't really get away from somebody with a bad spirit because I don't know what it is, but I want to alter that spirit.
You don't know what it is because you haven't had a spiritual awakening. When you have
No. Not that I'm saying like I don't like you said you get away from people negative. Me, I want to alter that negativity to positive. I can't leave it just negative.
But sometimes you can't do that
Yeah, I
because
drain myself a lot doing that.
And
sometimes
that's what I'm
miss out,
telling you.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where my spiritual level is at right now. I want to give so much of my positivity out to the point
and
where
that's how we always
I
want to
don't have
be.
enough of myself.
And see, like and I kind of put y'all on that term, right?
Couple weeks ago, my bad.
And in a way, I'm not as, I don't know, maybe I'm not as strong as a personality as you, because you remember like back in the day, And this, I'm kind of telling, like, y'all could gang somebody. And you remember I used to be, like, really feeling bad for that person. Yeah, like, so it's tough to try to alter that energy. And I end up being drained a lot, and it happens, you know, and you end up
and that's the thing, like, y'all can't keep feeding off negative energy because it don't do nothing but rub on you, and you gonna go feed that negative energy to the next person.
Yeah. So I got a question. Going back to your just you as an entrepreneur and your twerk classes, because I know you say you don't get much support. Have you heard any like bashing from maybe older generations or people saying you're doing too much with those classes? So you haven't had any.
The older people is just the ones who want to come.
Really?
That's fascinating.
And the younger ones is the one who's be hating.
Really?
And they probably want to come.
They want to, but they just don't want to do it just because it's you.
That is the God honest truth. I done had some old people in my class. That's the God honest truth. The oldest I done had in my class was 50 something.
Wow.
And my last class, the girl was 44.
But yeah, but it's not a age limit on it though.
No,
You know
it's
what
not
I
an
mean?
age limit, but no.
But you would think that the younger women would do it more.
You got to keep in mind, man, where we at. You know, don't nobody want nobody to shine. If it ain't them.
Exactly.
That pissed me off every time, man.
Dude,
Like that's real.
It's
like
a
that
lot
is
of
real.
money out here for all of us, and money's becoming digital. You can get how much money you want to get now,
and we
It's
could
just a
all
number.
be benefiting like and helping each other.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
man.
That's the frustrating thing. So many people will be honoring and worshiping people they don't even know, but they won't support people
that they actually
that's
know.
around. We could all be benefiting.
And guess what? Like, I guess people really think that I don't do wigs no more because I dance. But honestly, all my clientele is in Knoxville.
Hey y'all, she got the wig still, y'all.
But,
she
I mean-
got the wigs.
I kind of kept
Get
that
you
under
some
the rug
wigs.
because people try to like, she don't do the wigs no more because she started dancing, try to sleep,
But they
she
gotta know.
give up. Listen, when I tell y'all I got clientele in Knoxville, I don't even have to drive up there. All I got to do is send them the wigs and I get good feedback.
That's what's up right there. That's what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up. So y'all, she still got the wigs. She got the twerk class. You still do the tea?
No.
Oh, she ain't got the tea, but she can still tell you
I
about
ain't
it.
supporting nothing. I ain't supporting
understand
nothing.
that,
No.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. I understand that.
Nope.
You know
But
what I'm
so I'm buying property.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my cousin, we going to go buy property for our Airbnb. Instead of renting it out, we gonna buy it out so that people can have freedom. Cause you know how these Airbnbs be so strict.
So strict.
But we just gonna let them know y'all tell y'all paying.
Just simple as that.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
But yeah,
It's simple.
So I think Justin said we're running
Yeah,
down to a few minutes. I
Yeah.
do want to say we hope to see you achieve everything that you
Thank you.
just everything that you can dream of and that you
Right.
want to develop. Also, I hope this is the first of many appearances on
yeah.
our show, but also we want to see you grow and hit other platforms as
And we're
well.
gonna support everything
yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
And just because I met you, I got to get you, in that vibe. We're going to do a video, so got to get you in now.
I got a partner.
That's fine.
My partner,
We need two. We need two.
I
two
got a
girls.
partner. She gotta be with me,
We need
and
two.
and you know what? And the only reason why I say that is because she been there since day one.
Yeah,
So,
that's how it is. That's how
I
we
gotta-
do it.
I
We
gotta
do it
put
together.
I mean, but that's like us.
got
I don't
to-
want to do nothing if they're not a part of it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and that's how. And sometimes you got to cut your circle down. It used to be more, but now it's just down to them two.
Like,
and I don't
even-
want to do nothing if they're not a part of it.
Like every time I do a show or they try to get me to leave, I hit them up and be like, hey, what you doing? Like, like all the time.
Yeah,
I was like, what, y'all
I'ma
coming?
be here.
Yeah. What was you
How
at?
it is.
You was on
I was
the
at
boat.
work.
You was on the boat, right?
Yeah, okay. I was on the boat. Yeah, I was on the boat.
And what was you doing?
Yeah.
What was I doing? I forgot.
Nothing.
I was working
Your
out.
ass.
But no, seriously. Seriously. We hope. you know, of course we want our show to grow, but we want to look up and see you on Vlad TV. We want to see you in New York on the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna be up on there.
Yeah, so just keep grinding for it. And we really appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, and I got one thing to say, you know, before I leave. I just want to let everybody know, if the plan don't work, never change the goal. Always go for the goal. You can change the plan, but never the goal. I've been saying this since I graduated high school. Never change the goal. You can change the plan, but never change the goal. Just keep going.
Hashtag manifest.
Manifest.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you.
Thanks for listening to the Spare No Effort podcast. We out.